Hey, everybody, and welcome. We are using Teacher Ricky's channel today, and a big thanks to him for letting us do this deep dive.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Teacher Ricky.
Today, we're going to be looking at AI, and
Yeah.
specifically how well it can do math.
Yeah, it's a fascinating topic.
It really is.
We hear all this stuff about how AI is going to revolutionize everything and,
Well-
be amazing.
Yeah.
When you actually dig into it,
Yeah.
it's like, are these systems truly like understanding math?
Yeah,
Or are they just good at pattern matching?
that's a great question.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so how do we even test that?
Well, that's where this research paper comes in,
Okay.
called GSM-Symbolic,
Okay.
Understanding the Limitations of Mathematical Reasoning in Large Language Models.
Right, and they use this thing called GSM8K.
Yeah, the GSM8K dataset.
What is that?
So basically, it's like a
Okay.
collection of like 8,000 grade school math problems.
Why?
So like imagine a standardized test for AI.
Oh, interesting.
And the crazy thing is, these problems only involve like basic arithmetic,
Really?
like the stuff you'd see in elementary school.
So like addition, subtraction.
Exactly.
Yeah, thing.
Yeah, so you'd think AI would be crushing this, right?
Yeah, you think so.
But it's not as simple as it seems.
So then they had to come up with something more challenging.
Exactly.
Is that where the GSM-Symbolic comes in?
That's right. They created this new benchmark called GSM-Symbolic.
Like,
And what they do is they take those original GSM-8K problems
yeah.
and they create variations of them.
Okay.
So they might like change the names of the people in the problems or
Mm.
swap out the objects or
Yeah.
tweak the numbers a bit.
Okay.
But the key is
Yeah.
the underlying math concept remains the same.
So it's the same problem, just worded differently.
Yeah, like giving the AI the same math problem, but in a different outfit.
I like that analogy.
Right. So it's testing whether the AI is actually understanding the concept
Right.
or just memorizing specific patterns from the original data.
So did it work? Did the AI get fooled by these changes?
Oh, yeah, big time.
Really?
Yeah, they found that different AI models had like wildly different results
Huh.
when they were giving these GSM symbolic problems.
Yeah.
Even small tweaks to the wording or the numbers really threw them off.
So it's like some AIs are really picky eaters.
Yeah, totally.
They only want their math problems in one very specific way.
Exactly.
That's funny.
And one thing that really stood out to me
Yeah.
was that changing the numbers in a problem
Uh-huh.
seemed to confuse the AI more than changing like the names or the objects.
What do you think that means?
Well, it kind of suggests that the AI might be relying more on recognizing those numerical patterns
Yes.
than actually like grasping the logic behind the math.
Interesting.
It's like the AI isn't fully understanding that 3 apples plus 2 apples equals 5 apples.
Right.
Whether we're talking about apples or oranges or spaceship.
Oh, it's all the same concept.
Yeah.
So it's getting tripped up by these like superficial changes to the problem.
Yeah, pretty much.
But the researchers, they didn't stop there.
Oh, no, they took it a step further.
Okay, tell me more.
They created this thing called the no-op dataset.
No?
Yeah, no-op dataset.
What is that?
This is where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
So in the no-op dataset, they added extra bits of information to the problems
Okay.
that sound relevant,
Uh-huh.
but are totally useless for solving the problem.
What kind of information?
Like imagine a problem like this.
Okay.
Sarah has 5 apples, but 2 are smaller than the others.
Okay.
If she eats 3 apples, how many are left?
Okay, so the size of the apples doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Right.
It's completely irrelevant to the solution.
Wow, that's sneaky.
But it's there to kind of like distract the AI.
To see if they can figure it out.
Exactly.
So did it work? Did the AI fall for it?
Oh, yeah, they failed miserably.
Wow.
It really makes you question whether they're truly understanding what they're reading.
That's incredible.
Right.
So what does this all mean?
Well, it seems like AI's mathematical reasoning
Yeah.
isn't quite as advanced as we might have thought. But, this research isn't about saying AI is hopeless at math.
Right.
It's about understanding its limitations.
Okay.
So we can build better, more intelligent systems in the future.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we're in the early stages of teaching a child how to do math.
Exactly.
There are going to be stumbles along the way.
Of course.
We wouldn't expect a 5-year-old to be solving differential equations.
Yeah.
So maybe we need to have a little more patience with AI as it's learning.
I think that's a great way to look at it.
So the researchers, they wanted to see
Yeah.
how the AI would perform when faced with problems that were increasingly complex.
Right, with more steps.
Yeah.
More information to process.
So did they find that the AI rose to the challenge?
It was more of a crumble.
Oh,
As the complexity of the problems increased, yeah.
The AI's accuracy went down significantly.
wow.
And what's even more concerning is that the variation between different AI models became even more pronounced.
So not only were they getting more answers wrong,
Right.
they were also getting them wrong in completely different ways.
Exactly. It's like some of these AI models were trying to cheat off their classmates,
Yeah,
but ended up copying the wrong answers.
that's a great analogy.
Right. But, we've been talking a lot about where AI falls short.
Yeah.
Did this research find any, glimmers of hope?
Yeah.
Any hints about how we can improve AI's math skills?
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
There are some potential solutions. One of the most promising avenues
Yeah.
is incorporating something called symbolic reasoning
Okay, symbolic reasoning.
into AI training.
That sounds pretty high level.
It is, but it's a fascinating concept.
Can you break that down for us?
Think of it like this.
Okay.
Symbolic reasoning is like teaching the AI the grammar rules of math.
Not just the calculations.
I see.
It's about understanding the relationships between symbols and concepts.
Oh, interesting.
For example, AI with symbolic reasoning would grasp that x plus y equals y plus x, regardless of what those letters represent.
So it's not just about the numbers themselves.
Exactly.
It's about the underlying logic.
Right. It's about logic and structure.
Okay.
Rather than just recognizing patterns.
So instead of just crunching numbers
Yeah.
based on what it's seen before,
Right.
the AI would actually understand the meaning
Exactly.
and how those numbers relate to each other.
That's the idea.
That makes a lot of sense.
Right.
It's like we're moving from teaching AI to mimic
Yeah.
to teaching it to think like a mathematician.
That's a great way to put it.
It's pretty mind-blowing to think about the possibilities
It is.
if we can actually teach AI to think like that.
Yeah, it's exciting research.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Right.
This research is a good reminder that AI still has a long way to go.
Absolutely.
We need to be realistic about the current limitations.
Of course.
But that doesn't mean we should give up on its potential.
Not at all.
This research is actually a crucial step
Uh-huh.
toward building more reliable and intelligent systems in the future.
I agree.
So what's the main takeaway you hope listeners will walk away with?
I think the biggest lesson here is that AI is still a work in progress.
Okay.
It's not a magic bullet that can instantly solve all our problems.
Yeah.
But by understanding where AI currently struggles,
Right.
we can pave the way for future breakthroughs.
Yeah.
Who knows, maybe someday AI will be winning Nobel Prizes alongside human mathematicians.
That would be amazing.
Wouldn't it?
Well, folks, we've reached the end of our deep dive for today.
It's been fun.
Huge thanks again to Teacher Ricky for letting us hang out on his channel.
Yeah, thanks, Teacher Ricky.
And a huge thank you to all of you for listening.
We appreciate you.
Don't forget to show Teacher Ricky some love by liking this video
Yes.
and subscribing to his channel. And if you have any other fascinating research papers or topics you'd like us to explore in future deep dives,
Let us know.
be sure to leave a comment below.
We're always looking for new ideas.
Until next time, stay curious and keep those brains buzzing.
See you in the next deep dive.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. It's exciting research.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
But yeah, like you said, we got to be realistic about the limitations
Oh, sure.
of AI and where it's at right now.
Absolutely.
But that doesn't mean we should completely write it off.
No, not at all.
There's still so much potential.
Huge potential.
And this research is actually a good step, I think,
Looks so too.
towards building better, more reliable systems in the future.
Yeah, because by understanding the limitations,
Right.
we can start to address them.
Exactly.
And that's how we make progress.
So what's the biggest takeaway that you hope listeners will kind of get from this deep dive?
I think the biggest lesson here is that AI is still a work in progress. It's not this magic bullet that's going to solve all our problems overnight.
Yeah, it's not going to take over the world tomorrow.
Exactly. We'll
Yeah.
save that for another episode.
Okay, good point.
But, even though it has these limitations,
Yeah.
it's still an incredibly powerful tool.
Right.
And by understanding where it currently struggles,
Yeah.
we can pave the way for some really exciting breakthroughs in the future.
Yeah, I like that positive spin on it.
I try to be optimistic.
It's not all doom and gloom.
Not at all.
AI is going to, it's going to help us solve a lot of problems.
I think so.
As long as we're smart about how we develop it.
Absolutely responsible development is key.
Well, that's all the time we have for today.
It's been a pleasure.
Huge thanks again to Teacher Ricky
Oh, yeah. Big thanks to Teacher Ricky.
for letting us use his channel.
Awesome channel.
And a huge thank you to all of you for listening.
We appreciate you tuning in.
Don't forget to like this video.
Yeah, give it a thumbs up.
Subscribe to Teacher Ricky's channel.
Hit that subscribe button.
And if you have any other topics you'd like us to explore in future deep dives,
let us know.
leave a comment below.
Yeah, we love hearing from you guys.
Until next time, stay curious.
Stay curious.
And keep those brains buzzing.
Keep learning.
See you in the next deep dive.
See you later.
Yeah, it really is exciting research.
It is.
But yeah, we got to be realistic,
Oh, for sure.
about the limitations.
Absolutely.
AI still has a long way to go.
It does.
But like you said, we shouldn't just give up on it.
No, definitely not.
It's got a ton of potential.
Huge potential.
And this research is actually a good step
I think so too.
towards building those more reliable and intelligent systems.
Yeah, because by understanding the limitations,
Right.
we can start to address them.
Exactly.
And, that's how we make progress.
So what's the one thing you really want listeners to take away from this deep dive?
I think the biggest lesson here is that AI is still a work in progress. It's not this magic bullet
Right.
that's going to solve all our problems overnight.
Right. It's not going to, take over the world tomorrow.
Exactly.
Or is it?
Well, we'll save that for another episode.
Okay, we'll table that for later.
But, even though it has these limitations,
Yeah.
it's still an incredibly powerful tool.
It is.
And by understanding where it currently struggles, we can pave the way for some really exciting breakthroughs in the future.
Yeah. I like that it's not all doom and gloom.
Not at all.
There's a lot of potential there.
Absolutely.
So we'll see what happens.
Exactly. We'll see what the future holds.
Well, folks, we've reached the end of our deep dive today.
It's been fun.
Huge thanks again to Teacher Ricky
Oh, yeah. Big thanks to Teacher Ricky.
for letting us hang out on his channel.
Awesome channel.
And a huge thank you to all of you for listening.
We appreciate you tuning in.
Don't forget to like this video.
Yeah, give it a thumbs up.
Subscribe to Teacher Ricky's channel.
Hit that subscribe button.
And if you have any other topics you'd like us to explore in future deep dives,
Oh, let us know.
leave a comment below.
Yeah, we love hearing from you guys.
Until next time, stay curious.
Stay curious.
Keep those brains buzzing.
Keep learning.
See you in the next deep dive.
See you later.